Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in this episode of The Hypnotist, you're going to be listening to a hypnosis session that was created for a client that would compare themselves to what they thought the ex-partners of their relationship may be like. And this can happen. It's a very natural human thing to make comparisons. And the occasional comparison here and then is natural, but obsessive comparisons aren't that healthy. And there is a quote, I forget who says it, but comparison is the thief of joy. And there's a lot of truth to that, because if you compare yourself and cherry pick things that you perceive you are less than other people, which anyone can do, by the way, you will always be able to find someone more attractive than you, wealthier than you, more intelligent than you, if you look hard enough. But it's unlikely that that is all people. And the nature of comparison, if you compare yourself to the very specific criteria in which someone is perceived to be better, quote unquote, than you, then that can make you feel inferior in contrast, in comparison. This particular client wasn't going down the avenue of checking on social media and figuring out names and that kind of stuff. It was just their thoughts of what the ex-partners may have been like, but putting them on a pedestal, putting them on a very high standard, and in doing so made themselves feel insecure, unworthy, or vulnerable. And I was using examples with this client as to other clients that I'd worked with, that comparing themselves to an impossible standard or a very high standard can only lead to disappointment. And when she saw it through the ideas and the eyes of a different person, she could see not only was it not beneficial, but it was a ridiculous premise that all of these ex-relationships would have been supermodels and geniuses, because it was an ultra-high standard. So what you're going to hear in this hypnosis session is a way to harness the ridiculous nature of this comparison by making it ridiculous, by distorting the features to make them ridiculous in nature so it actually brings joy rather than steals joy, and lots of suggestions about worthiness. If you are, let's say, obsessing or thinking about the ex-partner of your current relationship, I think you would benefit from this session. But just be aware that it was created for an individual and therefore may not be 100% relevant for you and your circumstances. In which case, there is the option that you can schedule a free 30-minute consultation call to explore working with me, and that link is in the show notes. For now, though, find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe in a resourceful feeling of calm and relaxation. And as you exhale, just allow your eyelids to close. That's it. Breathing in that resourceful feeling of calm and relaxation. And as you breathe out, feeling a wonderful feeling of release as you just let go of any tension, stress, worries, or insecurities. Feel them leave your body in the outward breath, and then in the inward breath, feel a wonderful feeling of worthiness. Breathe in all of the resources you needed, all the way from your childhood to your present time. Love, protection, a feeling of strength and safety. As you breathe in those wonderful feelings, and exhale the opposite. If you're breathing in certainty, you can breathe out doubt. The opposite of love is not hate, it's disconnection. So breathe in love and exhale any feelings of loneliness, disconnection. Feel it leave your body. Scan your body for any clues of tension, particularly around your forehead, jaw, neck, or shoulders. And notice as you breathe in, you're breathing in what your mind and body needs and exhaling what it doesn't. Breathe in a sense of worthiness and pride, self-love, and exhale any feelings of shame, particularly the shame that doesn't belong to you anyway. Feel it leave your body. Consider just breathing in and breathing out, a form of emotional transfusion, giving you what you need and releasing what you don't. The deeper you breathe, the deeper relaxed you become. Eyelids feeling heavier. Feel the tension around your jaw just melting away. That's it. And as your body relaxes, your imagination awakens. I want you to imagine scrolling on social media or looking through photos in a phone, scrolling all the way back until you can see the rugged landscape of a mountain in Argentina. When you can see that landscape just in your mind's eye, let me know by nodding your head. And just like Mary Poppins being able to jump into a picture, I want you to imagine stepping into that image of that mountain, feeling that you're wearing whatever clothing is suitable to be on that rugged landscape. And I don't know how high you are up on that mountain, the snow-capped peaks, or perhaps towards the base where you can see the trees, the plants, the vegetation. But I want you to get a sense that you're there. The temperature on your skin, the freshness of the air. But I want you to feel like that you're there all by yourself. Feel a sense of awe. When confronted with incredible nature, the true meaning of awe is unleashed and unlocked as you get a sense of the incredible nature of nature. And I want you to imagine somewhere on that mountain has the perfect view. Maybe you can see for miles around lakes, other mountains, and just imagine the most comfortable chair just there on the side of that mountain. Imagine sitting in that chair and feeling a sense of relaxation start at your toes all the way up to the top of your head and back down to your fingers, as you can imagine sinking into that chair, appreciating the view but feeling deeper and deeper relaxed. As I count down from 5 to 1, with each descending number, you will feel deeper and deeper relaxed. So comfortably relaxed that you can drift off within your subconscious mind, the part where changes take place. Some people call it imagination, hypnosis, or trance. Whatever word is relevant for you is just the destination that you're going to. So 5, feeling so relaxed on that chair on that mountain. 4, breathing in and breathing out, releasing any remaining tension. 3, feeling a desire to yawn on that side of the mountain, because even the thought of yawning releases those hormones conducive to deep relaxation. All the muscles from your neck, shoulders, arms, legs. That's it. Tension melting away, sinking into that chair, and then 2 and then 1. Just imagine drifting off into a dream-like sleep. And in that dream, imagine a spiral staircase going downwards, and feel yourself walking down that spiral staircase towards the deepest parts of your subconscious mind. And allow your mind to challenge previously held beliefs and thoughts. At one point in your childhood, you made an evaluation that you had to be someone that you weren't. And I want you to see that that was never true, just a coping strategy. And feel that you can update that belief to the belief that you are worthy exactly as you are. You accept yourself, respect yourself, like and love yourself exactly as you are. Any changes aren't because you need to change, it's because you want to change. And sometimes the best changes to make are those things that are taking more than they're giving. And I want you to think about the idea of comparison. To compare is to steal joy. Are you willing to keep giving your joy away? Because if comparison is the thief of joy, how do you stop your joy from being stolen? I want you to accept the suggestion that it takes work to compare. It takes even more work to compare with things that you don't even know are true. So as you breathe in and breathe out, I want you to think about something that you have been comparing. Maybe you've been comparing yourself to the idea of previous relationships with your current partner. And maybe you've imagined these previous relationships were more beautiful, more intelligent, more driven, more successful. And I want you to think of the paradox of investing so much time and effort and energy into making you feel less joy. But what if the same process can lead to more joy? If your unconscious mind acknowledges that it's a ridiculous thing to compare yourself to imaginary perfection, let me know by nodding your head. So why don't we embrace the ridiculousness? In certain cultures, a long neck was considered desirable. I want you to imagine what it would look like to compare yourself to an ex-partner of your current relationship having a ridiculously long neck. A long neck like a giraffe. And notice that when you compare yourself to that imaginary person with an ultra long neck, seeing the ridiculousness makes you smile. Or maybe you could imagine a previous partner was very intelligent. And I want you to imagine them with a cartoon-like head filled with excess brains, almost like their head is 2 or 3 or 4 times bigger than normal. Notice that when you compare yourself to such an intelligent, smart person, it makes you smile at the ridiculousness of the comparison. Maybe there was a thought that they were taller. So see them with stick-thin flamingo legs. See them as 8 foot tall. And if your unconscious mind is willing to embrace the ridiculousness of this type of comparison, let me know by nodding your head. And maybe you see them as a model. But rather than seeing them as a catwalk or glamour model, see them as a plastic model. Kind of model that children would play with, like a doll. I want you to get a sense that their proportions are all out of proportion, just like a Barbie doll. As you breathe in and breathe out, notice that comparison can make you feel miserable, anxious and unworthy. But comparison can also give you a sense of security as you start to feel that you're running your own race. That whatever relationships your partner has had in the past, in this moment they are choosing you. If they've chose worse people than you in the past, then it means they've upgraded with you. And if they've chose people that are smart, beautiful, then that's evidence that they have very good taste. And with all of that good taste, they are still choosing you. That with all the options available, you are the most desirable. As you breathe in and breathe out, feel a wonderful feeling of increasing levels of self-esteem, confidence, and worthiness. As you recognize that your unique qualities have made you the chosen one for your partner right now, that you can feel proud of yourself, and knowing your partner's history only highlights their good taste, which includes you. And what if you perceive that their past has made them even more discerning, and that that level of discernment led to them to choose you? The previous relationships are a direct compliment to you. Every day you are choosing them, and every day they are choosing you. And while you are both choosing each other, is a testament to your value and theirs. Any comparison is just a reflection of your own strengths, as you are now part of your partner's high standards. Acknowledge that your value is defined by your own attributes, not by comparison to others. Anyone else does not make you more or less attractive, more or less intelligent. Feel that you are running your own race. Embrace the idea that your partner's exes are completely irrelevant, meaningless to the strong bond you currently share, and feel that you can let go of comparisons, instead choosing to use the same time and energy to focus on how you enrich each other's lives right now. Because you can feel reassured that your partner sees qualities in you that are deeply attractive and enduring. And you can accept compliments implied by your partner's past choices as reflections of your own desirability. You are enhancing your partner's life with your presence as they are yours. Imagine how it would feel to dissolve any insecurities. Feel them melting away. Melting, dissipating, dissolving, evaporating, just being released. Because you can cultivate gratitude for the love and commitment you receive, but also give. And as you shift your focus from the past, it moves to the present, and we can call that mindfulness, and the future, and we can call that optimism. Your mindset is that of abundance. You are the prize within this relationship. You desire the relationship, but you are not dependent on the relationship. Anyone that doesn't see your worth does not deserve you, and frees up your time to find someone that does. Feel that sense of independence and self-sufficiency that doesn't weaken your relationship but strengthens it. Knowing your value increases your confidence and enables you to give more of you in the relationship. Because your relationship is not an obligation, it's a choice, a two-way choice being made daily, empowering you to engage from a place of strength, not fear or insecurity, because you are worthy, desirable, and exactly where you are meant to be in life and love. And imagine seeing your life over the next few days and weeks with this increased level of worthiness, confidence, and self-esteem, and catch a glimpse of you smiling or chuckling to yourself as the new comparisons are just as ridiculous as the old comparisons, only now you see how ridiculous they are. If your unconscious mind is willing to update these comparisons to ridiculous comparisons, to value what you have, and to look at everything through the lens of how worthy and desirable you truly are, let me know by nodding your head. Feel that you're climbing up a spiral staircase back out onto the side of a mountain on a chair, and feel a new sense of perspective in life and in your future that feels empowering for you. Imagine floating up out of a mountain, and then perhaps out of a photo, seeing that the photo is now updated to include a happy, confident version of you resting in a chair by the side of that mountain. But you are now returning to your present moment, taking all these changes with you. Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, connect fully into the present moment as I now count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.